Hey guys, Fry here, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing some Mortal Kombat 11 Combat League. It's the first time I'm ever going to have done online commentary and fights. But I did attempt to do it a little while ago. However, the audio was scuffed, so I am commentating this after the fact. So my reaction is obviously not going to be how it was when I was playing, which is a little sad, but I mean, can't help the audio issues, so it is what it is. But today we're going to be playing Noob Saibot as kind of like a farewell. We're going to be using Shadow Slide, Meteor Shadow Portal, and Spirit Ball. Just because I love that combination of moves. I frequently sometimes swap out Shadow Slide for the Air Sickle Port, just because sometimes I feel like certain characters I verse I could use with the mobility. Sub-Zero. Noob Saibot is my main. I haven't played this game in a long time, except for that brief moment where I did do some recording. But I only played 5 matches, so I am very, very rusty. So I apologize for any drops or anything that's not super good. But our first opponent is going to be a Sub-Zero. He's using the Meteor Ice Ball, which is terrifying because it absorbs projectiles and is very, very fast. However, my game plan as Noob is to do combos, but control space. And the way I like to control space is he has quite a lot of long-range normals and his projectiles. He has the Spirit Ball that is a high, forcing them to either block, take chip, or duck, which stops them advancing either way. Then we have the normal Shadow Tackle, which is a mid, kind of slow, doesn't catch people that often. Sometimes it catches people not, blocking because they're trying to duck the Spirit Ball. And then I have the low Shadow Slide, which is brilliant for controlling space because it only goes halfway across the screen and it just catches people. People are like, oh, I'm not in range for that, and then poof. And sometimes people don't expect the Meteor Beam version, and that catches them, which is always brilliant. So with those tools, I like to control space, fire a few projectiles out, zone a little, but ultimately go for combos, pressure, as often as I can. I don't like to just zone. I'm not a just zone type of person. And as you can see, we managed to win our first match, which I didn't expect because Sub-Zero is terrifying, especially up close with those 50-50s. I have always struggled to fight Sub-Zero in this game. Ooh, didn't mean to knock the mic there, sorry. So I was very surprised when, the first time fighting Sub-Zero in over a year, and I actually managed to win the first set. Whether or not we win this set is another thing. But also, low slide is good for ending combos, especially with the Meteor Burn. Does a little bit, more damage, and it just adds to the Shadow Clone count for the Crushing Blow Shadow Tackle, which I very rarely get. But that forward, lunging kick, I think it's forward 4, is plus on block enough that you can get in a down 1, which is why I make sure to always block, because usually you end up getting punished with a down 1 and then you lose your turn. So, right there. See, I knew he was going to go for the Meteor Burn Ice. Well, I didn't know, but I had a feeling, and I was thinking, well, if he's going to go for the Meteor Burn Ice, I'll throw the interactable, and that way it doesn't absorb it, because it's not a traditional projectile that I've thrown. And if he doesn't go for Meteor Burn Ice, I don't get frozen, and I still, either get the damage or the chip. But I used the grab there to get myself out the corner. Being in the corner against Sub-Zero is not what you want. Those 50-50s, in the mid area away from the corners are terrifying. But in the corner, oh, don't even get me started. But right here, I remember feeling a little scared. I was like, oh god, I'm going to end up losing. He goes to the Rising Ice combo, but unfortunately drops it. I am using the back 1+3, I think it is. I can't remember. I just do it now. But right there, I had a feeling he was going to go for the Ice Ball, so I capitalized and punished with the Shadow Teleport. I always forget what it's called. And we managed to actually win our first match, which I was very, very surprised about. I'm going to be quiet now, and I will, just cut the video to the next match, because there's no point in us just waiting on the loading screens. I mean, it's just going to add to the video time, and it's unnecessary. Okay, and here we are. This is going to be the second fight. I was very nervous because Sonya is on the person's combat card, and I have not fought a lot of Sonyas. But he picks Johnny Cage, which is arguably worse for me. I'm not really sure who I would have preferred. But here I'm just making sure I pick the right variation, because like I said, I hadn't played the game in a while, and I just wanted to make 100% sure I picked the right variation. I sometimes switch out the variation. The only thing I change is instead of Shadow Slide, I use the Airsicle port, because I feel like in some fights and matchups, especially depending on what the person is using, the mobility is very useful. And I just love zooping and teleporting around the arena. I've always loved characters with a teleport. It's just fun. I also, you know, managed to a few times catch someone in the air, use the Airsicle port, meter burn it, and continue the combo, which was so fun the first time I did it. But right here we're going against Johnny Cage. He's very good up close, you know. He can be pretty good far away with the zoning, but right here I'm just controlling space, kind of making him afraid to do anything other than block and advance slowly, because he does have quite a lot of long range, like reaching moves, kind of like I do. However, his are faster. And here I am just using my down 4. It's a very, very good down 4. Noob has excellent down pokes. And we managed to win the first round with not much of an issue, which again I was very, very surprised about. Right here I tried to go for a sneaky telly to see if I would get it. Didn't, and that's what happens when you mess up. You get a full crushing blow punish. However, luckily he dropped the combo. There I did the meter burn version, and instead of just blocking, I tried to go for more pressure, which I shouldn't have done. I feel like I do it a few times. Ah, see, that's his back 2. I love his back 2. If you don't know, it is also his armor break. However, I suck at getting it in combos when I break armor with it, so it is what it is. A lot of people... Oh, I just realized we are at a bad life deficit. There he goes, breaking away again. Oh, there we go. See what I mean? People forget about that because they just panic. There I go again, messing up, trying to catch him with a sneaky little air telly. It's because a lot of people with Johnny tend to throw projectiles, and this guy isn't doing that. And I expected him to, because of how low on health I was, throw one out, but he didn't. But here I am again, just controlling space, using my down 4, using my shadow slide, all that fun stuff. Oh, I didn't capitalize on that combo there. See what I mean? Ah, there you go. Like I said, that can... You know, you can if you're quick enough and they don't use the correct punishing move. It's plus enough to sometimes catch people. And as you saw, I caught him with the counter crushing blow. I love that crushing blow. It's so fun, especially when I get it. Oh, are we going to get it? Are we going to win? Or are we going to lose? I'm panicking a little here, I think. Wait, what am I doing? Or am I fishing? I think I might be fishing for a brutal, you know, knowing me. I was. But I didn't get it because I didn't have more than 50% health. So that is very much unfortunate. Wait, was that the first match? Or the second? Oh, it was the first. For some reason, for a second, I thought, wow, that was a quick set of 2. But no, we still got another fight to go for. I don't actually know what most of Johnny Cage's variational equips are, so I can't even tell you what they are. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a while, so a lot of it I have forgotten. I've been playing MK9 and MKX, and I got so used to the speed of MKX, it took me a little while last time to like get in the groove of things as Noob. But I am very much going to miss Noob. I'm not sure about you guys, but I really wanted him to be in MK1. He is the only ninja missing, if you count him as Wilson. I'm pretty sure he is, because Chameleon's a cameo. So literally, basically all the ninjas are in, and he's the only one. Which sucks, but I mean, it makes sense considering they seem to be going with the whole Bihan and Kuai Liang are Sub-Zero and Scorpion now, so I guess it makes sense, but I'm just gonna miss my boy. My boy! Darkness! Even though he sounds like Dr. Claw in this game, I still love him. Ah, love the little short hop. Noob does not have a lot of overheads. His main overhead comes at the end of his 1-1 string. You can either do 1-1-3 for the kick, or 1-1-2, which is the overhead, which I sometimes like to mix up with slide because it catches people. And then obviously he has his short hop, so sometimes I just like to short hop in the neutral, especially in the corner, because it catches people. But right now we were just keeping him out with our lovely, lovely projectiles. And that is actually going to be the end of the second set. I believe I recorded one more because I was gonna record 4, but the game decided no, and it crashed and closed. So I ended up only recording 3. I couldn't bother to reload it back up, so I just ended the recording there. I thought 3 fights is plenty, but I will talk to you guys again in the next fight. Okay, and here we have our 3rd and final match. I love that if he loses, he gains more points than if we win. He gains more points for losing than we do if we won, which is so dumb, especially considering I haven't played this game in a very long time. But, I mean, it is what it is. He goes with Scorpion. I believe he uses the spear variation with the, you know, the chain moves. I can't remember what they're called. Is it spear? Death Spear combo, Burning Spear, and Death Spin, that's it. I do play, or well, I used to play Scorpion as my secondary in this game. However, I use the teleport cancel variation with the air grab. So that was my Scorpion, just because I personally enjoy the safety that I have from the cancelable teleport. It just makes him a lot more safer than he is, because he is not very safe. But right away we get off with our forward 2-2, brilliant forward advancing string, one of his best moves. Obviously if I was using the sickle snag variation, it would lead to like a 40% combo. But I just don't, I'm not a huge fan of using the sickle snag variation. I think it's sickle snag. Whatever it is that he uses a sickle to pull him in, you know, basically knocks in like 50%. I don't like using it. I don't know what it is. I just prefer the way I play, the way I've always kind of played. Obviously, before they allowed us to use custom variations in Combat League, it was always the air signal port. But when they made them customable, I made it so I could use the low slide, just because I find it really useful at times. It's so good at like giving people somewhat of a mix-up. I just love it. But there we go. Oh, see, that is back 3. I love that move. Very good reach. It is kind of slow, but if you do it at the right time, it's so good at keeping people out. And if you catch them blocking high when you get it, it's a crushing blow, which leads to about 50%. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got it in this set. It's quite a hard crushing blow to get, just because most people don't block low against NOOB, because he doesn't really have any overheads. So it's kind of a curse, but when you do get it, what is it good? Oh, I love it. It's like a good 40-50%. It's brilliant. I love doing that combo. Every time I get it, I use it, just because it's like my favorite combo of his to do. But this Scorpion is starting to fight back quite well. Scorpion is one of those characters, you know, I said every game there's a few characters that I just struggle against. He is one of those characters that sometimes I don't know what it is, he just seems to outplay me. Scorpion's just, he has good tools, is the main issue. But right there, he had a feeling I was going to break away, and he waited patiently, which is very annoying, because if he had gone for spear, it would have been full punish. But right now, I'm trying to somewhat control space with the projectiles, but not giving too much space, because, you know, don't want him to teleport punish. However, he managed to catch a sneaky spear and gets the fatal blow, which basically, you know, ends me. I try there to go for a quick teleport to see if I can catch him, because I was like, I'm going to lose the pressure on him. But it didn't work out so well. So we are on the final round, I believe. Is this the first time we get into the final round? But right there, he does not land the teleport. One of the bad things for Scorpion is every time someone blocks your teleport, it's basically a guaranteed punish. Right there, I tried to go for the short hop, but he woke up. I should have gone for the armor break, but it is what it is. Right there, I managed to punish that. I don't do it successfully again. However, I do catch him and get a nice 28%. May not be much damage, but for a little catch, I feel like it was decent. And again, right there, he did not go for the spear or the teleport on my breakaway, so that kind of sucks. But he likes to do the forward 3 pressure a lot, which I found very aggravating. So I thought, you're going to do it again, so I'm just going to go fatal blow. You know, end this match on a high. I am kind of glad fatal blows are back, although, you know, as much as I enjoy, you know, just winning around with the fatal blow, a lot of people do mash it, and it may come across sometimes that I am mashing it. But the way his is it tracks and it's, you know, on the ground. So it is very, very good at catching people who are throwing projectiles or going to do something. So I tend to try and use it as a prediction tool. You can combo into it, but not always, you know? So sometimes I just use it as somewhat of a prediction. I don't always get it right, but it's got armor, it's decent, it'll catch people who are on the other side of the screen. And sometimes people just don't expect it. But I like this guy as well. He was letting the intros play, so good for him. However, I really was not enjoying the forward 3 pressure. I hate the forward 3 pressure. The best part about fighting against Scorpion is if you fire a projectile as they fire a spear, you're fine. He got the crushing blow, but he chose just the uppercut for some reason. I don't really know why. He catches me with the low. Like I said, he hasn't used that the whole game, and it's been a while. But I do a little pressure tool with back 1 a bit before finally finishing it. I expected a breakaway. He did not break away. However, he did wake up, so now his breakaway is gone. Oh, yeah, he manages to get the crushing blow on the forward 3-4. I managed to block that, thankfully. It is horrifically unsafe. Sadly, didn't have enough bar to capitalize on. But there is what I'm on about. The back 3, it catches people. It's decent range. And it allowed me to land a winning fatal blow combo, 37%. So, like I said, his tools are very, very good. Surprisingly, I'm pretty sure he's not higher, like, B tier. I'm pretty sure most people would agree he's probably B tier. Some would put him in A, but Noob is not overall that high on the tier list. He's just got very good tools. And can be used in a variety of ways. Right there I go for the Spirit Ball to get a restand for a mix-up. I just went with the back 2 because I expected him to try and press a move. However, he didn't. He was patient, which is good for him. Right now he's just doing a lot of block pressure and jailing. Manages to get the crushing blow uppercut, but just goes for another one as he knows I'm going to go for the breakaway. And once again, we're getting down to the wire. This guy was very, very good. I was quite terrified. I was panicking at this point, if I remember correctly. Just imagine me flailing about and being like, oh my god, I'm going to lose. Because that's pretty much what I was doing. But luckily, we managed to catch him with that low slide, and we just seal the victory. And like I said, this wasn't supposed to be the last fight, but the game decided to crash halfway through looking for the next opponent. So that is going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy and are excited for MK1 and are going to miss Noob as much as I am. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!